Have a very interesting one for you today, guys. We have a very unique subwoofer here. And yes, we're going to put it in the Gately Audio Blue Box. Let's get to it.
Holy moly.
Yes, holy moly. I showed this unboxing a while back. I'll leave a link below. Paul from Massachusetts donated some really cool stuff to me. Let's go back to the May-June 1992 car stereo review, where we see the review of the Blues ISO Kit 10. That's right, the Isobaric subwoofer module, and they talked about it and said this is the best thing since sliced bread. Not really. They said spatially the twin ISO kits were excellent. No, make that superb. I will leave a link to that car stereo review article if you'd like to read it. Well, let's move on to the 1994 Car Audio and Electronics Directory, where we can see these listed. Right there in the center, the ISO Kit 10 by Blues, $330 in 1993. It's equivalent to around $740 in 2025, inflation adjusted. Now I know what you're thinking. What is Isobaric? Well, let's talk about it. It is using two identical drivers in a sealed or ported enclosure to create a single sound source that requires half the box volume for the same bass performance as a single driver. You have options such as cone to cone, cone to magnet, or magnet to magnet. We'll take a look here at Hexabass's channel, and he did a graphic showing these, and actually a really good video, which I will link to below. But the back to front is the one that we have here with the Blues subwoofer, but you can have the push-pull or the push-pull back to back. Again, I'll leave a link to Hexabass's channel, and you can check it out because he goes really deep into the explanation of Isobaric and how it works, and I'll just let him do it. He does a much better job than me. But my buddy Hi-Fi Vega actually did one of these in reality using the push-pull method where they face each other. Really cool box here with Savard Pro Series 12s. He has a full build. I have all the videos listed in a playlist, and I will link those below, and you can check it out. I heard this in person, and it was very impressive. Not only the sound, the deep lows, but also the box he made was pretty cool. Now back to the Blues kit here, we have the ISO 10, which is two 10-inch subwoofers. And we're going to go back to the article here because I didn't have the owner's manual or detailed specs, but they do mention them here. It says it's compatible with ported, sealed, or bandpass boxes. Fits the standard hole used to mount 12-inch woofers and 9 inches of clearance behind the rim. It was a really interesting idea for them to use these. Two 10s would fit in a single 12-inch opening, which essentially would give you an extra woofer. So pretty cool idea overall. As far as the specs, the FS 35 Hz, QTS 0.42, VAS of 1.15 cubic feet, sensitivity 87.5 dB, 300 watts continuous handling. Box size recommended between 1.15 and 2.9 cubic feet, sealed or ported, and the ported one can be ported at 30 or 35 Hz. Now, it just so happens the Gately Audio acrylic box that Bobby Gately sent me a few years ago is the perfect not only size, but also the perfect tuning for this Blues audio subwoofer. So you know what we're going to do here. We're going to take the sub out, and we're going to mount this Blues audio. First, we're going to test fit it and make sure the holes line up. Hopefully they do. But once we check it really closely here, we find there's only two that do not fit exactly. So I'm going to put some gasketing material over those two. But I'll hook all the rest of them up, get it screwed down to the enclosure, and then we're going to listen to it and see how it sounds. And we'll just look at it inside of this box. I mean, first off, this acrylic enclosure is just drop dead gorgeous. But then when you drop in a subwoofer like this, and you can actually see it all the way through, see the two subwoofers facing each other, just adds a whole nother layer of awesomeness. right, my friends, now that you've taken the time to wipe the drool from your chin, let's give you a little ear candy here and let you listen to how this thing sounds with the amplifier hooked up and a little bit of jam. So you ready? Let's let it bump. May notice a little bit of air leak noise coming from around the woofer. I wasn't able to find where it was coming from, but I will find it, and you will see more of this in the future. Thanks as always for watching. Make sure you leave me a comment, subscribe, thumbs up. Till next time, it's Big D. I'm out of here.